Manga-Waido.
My name is Hiroshi Fukui. After graduating from high school, I started working at a neighborhood ramen shop, and after training for 7 years, I set up my own business. Now I run this restaurant with my wife, Chiharu. Welcome!
Please have a seat here.
1 tonkatsu ramen! Yes, sir.
Extra bean sprouts as usual.
Yeah, you really know your stuff, Chiharu. It's a small place, but it's thriving, and there were a lot of regulars. My wife and I don't have children, but for us, this restaurant was like our child.
Good work. We had a busy day again.
Yeah, my legs are exhausted from all the standing, but we're thriving. I should be grateful.
Yeah, I'm glad the new menu was well received.
Your idea was a big hit, Chiharu.
Can I come up with something new again in the spring?
Of course, I'm counting on you. Chiharu, who is beautiful and friendly, was well received by customers, and some customers even come just to talk to her. I hope the store will continue to do well. That's what I was thinking. Then one day, I saw a boy in a park near my neighborhood who looked like he was in middle school. That boy has been here since the morning. I wonder if he's okay in this cold weather. The boy hadn't moved from where I saw him in the morning on my way home from stocking up. It's almost sunset. His lips are turning purple from the cold. I couldn't leave him alone, so I spoke to him. You've been here since the morning, haven't you? Yes, I'm sorry. No, I'm not mad at you. I'm just worried because you look cold. I'll go home soon, so I'll be fine. Yeah? Oh, here. I run a ramen shop over there. I have a free trial coupon, so come by the store sometime if you'd like. Is that okay? Of course. You're welcome anytime. I'll be waiting. Thank you. I wanted to take him to the restaurant and feed him, but in this day and age, if you do something like that, people might think you're suspicious. I told him, it's cold. You should go home soon, and left the park. 2 hours later, I was wondering what happened to the boy when the door to the store rattled open. Welcome. Oh, you came. This coupon, may I use it? Of course. Come on in. Take a seat. The boy's name was Yuma Shimizu. He was a 7th grader and apparently lived with his mother. My mother has a lover, and she tells me to stay out of the house when he's over. I see. The ramen was really good. Thank you for the food. I'm glad you liked it. Come again anytime. But I don't have any money. I'll feed you anytime if you're okay with employee meals. Right, Chiharu?
Of course. You know, Yuma, our motto is to warm the body and soul.
That's right. Whenever you're hungry or lonely, come on in. We'll be waiting. Thank you very much! Yuma began to visit the store about once a week. He was reserved at first, but Chiharu kept talking to him in a friendly manner, so he gradually opened up. He talked about school, books he was into, getting good marks on tests, and many other things. It's kind of like we have a son now.
Yeah, when Yuma eats our food so deliciously, it makes me feel happy to be running the store.
Me too. Chiharu started smiling more and more, and we were so happy to have met him, but those days didn't last very long. 6 months after meeting him, thank you for everything. I'm actually going to start living with my father. He was to be taken by his biological father. I see. I'll miss you, but I'll be happy if you're happy.
Come back anytime. We'll be waiting for you.
Yes! I will not forget your kindness. I will definitely be back. I promise I'll pay next time. Don't worry about that. I'll be happy just to see you.
Take care. Hope to see you again someday.
Yes! And so, Yuma left. I just hope that he led a good life. After that, the restaurant kept thriving, and we had a busy but enjoyable time. But 10 years later...
I saw the student who used to come here lined up at the store over there.
Is that right? Again? A trendy ramen shop opened in the neighborhood, and customers started to flow over there. The owner was young, and he used social media to advertise. Ramen that looks good seemed to be the selling point, and families and female customers had drifted away, especially young people who were sensitive to try new things. We still have a lot of regulars who favor us, so let's do our best.
Right! We won't get any customers if we keep a gloomy face.
But bad things happened in rapid succession, and Chiharu became ill.
Don't worry, I'll get better. You just focus on protecting the store.
Chiharu was hospitalized after saying that, but her condition didn't improve at all. Every time I went to see her, her cheeks became gaunt and pale. I'll close the store for now. I want to be here for you.
No! You have to protect the store. Otherwise, I'll have nowhere to go back to.
Chiharu.
It's okay. You can do it. The store is an irreplaceable place for me. You have to protect it.
Yeah, okay. I'll protect it. At one point, Chiharu's condition improved, and she was able to leave the hospital and stand in the store. But 3 years and a few months after the illness was discovered, Chiharu! Chiharu! She died. The customers who drifted away didn't come back. And on top of that, Chiharu is gone. Sales were also affected from irregular closes to take care of Chiharu, and they were going down. In addition, the number of ramen shops in the neighborhood increased. Our customers drifted away, and we'd been losing money since then. That's enough. Let's just close this store. There's no point in continuing without Chiharu. I told the landlord that I wanted to cancel the lease, but then I realized that according to the contract, I had to pay the rent for 6 months after I moved out. I decided to postpone the closing of the store until 6 months later, since I had to pay the rent anyway. But then, what am I going to do after I quit? There's no point in living, so I'll just go to Chiharu. I wondered what the regulars saw in my dazed and soulless demeanor at the store. Some customers worried about me, saying, "Owner, cheer up," and "What happened to your usual smile?" But most of the customers sensed my lifelessness and never came back. I don't care what they think. The store is over. 2 months after Chiharu passed, customers stopped coming. That day, I sat aimlessly in the empty store. Then the door opened, and a young man came in. "Owner? 1 tonkotsu ramen." Yes. The man began to introduce himself, saying, "I'm a ramen critic. I introduce ramen from various stores on my blog." Huh? I'd love to introduce this store as well. Thanks for that. Here, it's ready. Thank you very much. Do you mind if I take your picture? A picture? I'd like to post it on my blog. Oh, sure. Be my guest. This is a restaurant that's going to close anyway. No matter how bad they write about us, it wouldn't do any damage. After serving the ramen, I went to the back, opened up the newspaper, and tried not to look at the man. 15 minutes later, the man rattled in his chair. I guess he finished eating and was about to leave. He got up to pay the bill. And the next moment, "It's awful." Huh? The guy spouted off. It's true I'd been disheartened, but I'd never do anything to ruin the taste of the food for the customers. And yet he called it awful? The next moment, I was about to say something back, but the man continued talking. "Owner, your attitude was awful, but the taste was delicious. Just like the old days." The old days? Who are you? "I'm Yuma Shimizu. I used to come here when I was a kid. You talked to me when I was freezing in the park, remember?" "The park? Oh! The ramen you treated me to that time was so delicious. I haven't forgotten that taste to this day. The kind voice of the owner and the landlady will always remain in my heart too. His smiling face was so familiar that I finally remembered. Yuma! You're Yuma! You've grown up!" My heart warmed with nostalgia, and we talked about many things. When I told him that Chiharu had died, Yuma shed tears of sorrow. "I see, your wife. She was such a kind person. Without Chiharu, there's no energy in my work. I'm thinking of closing the store already." "You're quitting? Is that what your wife would have wanted?" Chiharu kept saying protect the store until the very end. "But then please don't quit! You make such good ramen!" "But there are so many new ramen shops in the neighborhood now. All the customers drifted over there. I was encouraged by the owner who served me delicious ramen with a smile, and it made me want to live on. Yuma, please don't tell me you're going to close it down. I'm sure there are many people just like me who are encouraged by this store, by the owner. So please don't give up." That night, as I listened to Yuma's words of encouragement as if I were waking up, I couldn't get his words out of my head, even as I was about to fall asleep. I was encouraged by the owner who served me delicious ramen with a smile. I see. It's not just the taste. The customers have drifted away because I changed. From the next day, I stood in the store with renewed vigor and with the same cheerful customer service as before. The customers were very happy. I love your smile! I'll come back again! And they left with satisfied looks on their faces. When I cleaned outside the store, I greeted people on the street with a smile and even tried to show up at events in town. And gradually, old familiar customers began to come back. Owner, I'll have the usual. Yes, tonkotsu ramen with large bean sprouts. You know me so well. I'm so happy when I come here. Thank you. I'll give you extra bean sprouts as a service. Oh, yes! This is how this store should be. Yes, that's our selling point. Customer service that warms everyone's hearts. How could I have forgotten? With my farewell with Chiharu and many other things going on, I seem to have completely forgotten my original intentions. After that, Yuma introduced us on his blog, which helped, and the number of customers increased gradually. Customers who had drifted elsewhere came back after reading articles by the popular ramen critic Yuma. Thanks to that, sales had stabilized, and there was even a line outside on the weekends. Hello, owner. The line goes all the way to the next store. It must be thriving. Welcome. It's thanks to you for introducing this store on your blog. No, it's not me. It's because the owner makes delicious ramen. Thanks to you, I remembered something I had forgotten. I'm sure Chiharu is relieved seeing me like this. I'm glad. So, owner, about closing the store, I decided not to. I'll keep it going. That means I can come back to eat any time. Yeah, I'll be waiting. Thank you so much, Yuma. Yuma said, I just wanted to return the favor, but I'm really grateful to him. He's the reason I was able to remember what was important to me and kept the store open. I'll protect this store that Chiharu loved as long as I can. I hope that someday, when I see her in heaven, she can praise me for my hard work. Chiharu, keep watching over me.